do love my horsey Hex.
As the titled sun lays his weary head down, it's time to bed down for another day. Oh, the cattle
This is the weirdest montage we ever did.
I bet you read that horse off a cliff.
Bajo.
Quite possibly. Hello, I'm Bajo.
And I'm Hex.
And today we're checking out our old good game review of Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
I'm so keen to see how this holds up.
Did we dress up?
Maybe.
I feel like I remember us
We dressed
getting
up a lot.
cowboy outfits. And I remember this was one of the rare occurrences that we had like almost the entire Good Game team
That's right.
in the online stuff.
Yeah, we all got
doing,
together
like,
online.
fisticuffs and stuff.
I think my neighbors banged at my door because I was laughing too much when we were recording the footage for this.
Yeah.
Let's saddle up.
The Wild West runs at...
Oh my god, my hair is so pink.
I've got some 90s spikes happening that I regret.
There's a high standard of character design, voice acting, and motion
It
capture.
really is a game of rare quality, you know, especially for its time.
And it felt like a true Western.
Yeah, we never had a Western game on anything close to this kind of scale before.
I didn't skip a single cutscene here, Hex.
Yeah, I think it's a step up in writing for this developer. I think maybe the setting.
Yeah, totally, because GTA still felt quite juvenile, you know, compared to this, right? The writing of this was much more emotional and
and it was drawing
thoughtful.
inspiration from some like cinematic classics as
Yeah.
well.
It looks pretty square though, I must say. Like, it looks so good, especially in the wider shots,
But at
but
the-
I'm looking at it now going, it's a little square.
At the time, it looked amazing. It really
Yeah.
did. This game is tied to the memory of where I was living.
Oh, yeah.
And at this time, I was living in a share house, and so I had my PC and my consoles and everything set up on a desk right next to my bed, and there wasn't a lot of space between the two, so I would just game in bed, and it was just like this weird cycle of like sleep, game. At some point, I'd bring food into my bed. And it
sounds
was
like
just
the
this
dream.
Weird like nest of like filth.
The dream.
I guess it's so you don't miss out on anything plot-wise, which would be a shame because the campaign missions are mostly entertaining. From the long ride out where...
Oh, the horse physics was amazing. The horses look great.
Yeah.
I do love my horsey Hex.
as the titled sun lays his weary head down, it's time to bed down for another day. Oh, the cattle
This is the weirdest montage we ever did.
I bet you read that horse off a cliff.
Bajo.
Quite possibly.
I always felt a little bit bad when he accidentally took a hit in battle. Oh, but then he'd just skin him and sell his skin at the shops for cash.
Dirty.
Oh my god, the
I'm a
blood.
practical cowboy. The second game is just so incredible, but every time I go to play it, the the controls just hold me back. Probably happened there as well.
Yeah. I just remembered this is like one of the first open world games like this where I would just lose so much time because there were so many things that would grab your attention
Yeah.
and you'd try to stick to the main quest, but it
Yeah.
would just like people would come out.
They had all those little things that would happen on the side of the road as you go
Yeah,
past, and you
yeah.
just have to pull over and go, I'll sort this out, guys,
and,
you know.
but it would turn out to be a trap. It'd be someone being
Yeah.
like, help me, and then
Oh,
it would
the
like,
wagon's on my leg.
yeah.
So clever. And it rarely repeated itself. You know, you might get that mission again later, but it wasn't like every 5 minutes you're seeing the same interaction. It was really quite
It felt like a really immersive
yeah.
Western world.
especially in the sequel. They did that again. It was like every mission just felt so
Yeah.
different and so unique, you know.
Exploring. Random encounters such as people being held
The
up
horse
by
stuff is so
bandits
good.
or
I remember seeing an interview with the Assassin's Creed devs, and they were like, we introduced horses into Assassin's Creed, but they were like, yeah, we'd put horses into our game, and then Red Dead Redemption came out, and we
Yeah.
were like, we have to redo the horses in our game.
I imagine a lot of devs seeing this game and be like, oh, I can't, damn.
God damn it,
Just damn it.
It's Cowboy Simulator, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It
Yeah.
lets you live that experience.
You can set 3 targeting modes for single player and multiplayer. Casual has more HP, plus if you fail a mission a bunch of times, it'll even ask you if you want
I always appreciate that. There was some driving missions in LA Noire that I was like, just not getting. You're like, do you want to skip this? And I'm like, maybe.
I got a note the other day. It popped up in a game. You seem to have failed a few times in a row. Do you want to lower it? And I was live. And I'm like, no.
But a little
Do
bit.
it. Maybe you should consider lowering it.
It's just too hard when you're on a moving vehicle or on a train trying to take out all those goons in the time you have. You need to have that auto aim for there, so I found myself just clicking back between normal and expert.
Yeah, that's right. I really preferred it when you weren't locking on. It just made it, but it made it really challenging. But it felt more natural than just zooming.
I can't have no lock on when there's when I'm using a controller.
Yeah,
And
I do struggle with that too.
I was controller for most of these open world games, and I'm just not dexterous enough.
I loved that. Yeah, all the models would react to where you shot them, and that we never
Shooting a
really
hat
seen
off
that well
someone
before.
was so great.
Yeah,
That was so,
nothing better.
that's such a classic Western thing
Yeah.
to do as well. You know,
The enemy is
those
hatless.
old school bullet sounds.
Yeah,
You work your way up the ranks, gaining. This will let you unlock weapons, titles.
they've just shut down, I think, or stopped supporting the online for Red Dead 2, which a lot of the
Yeah.
community are so upset about. But especially compared to how much effort they put into GTA, you know, GTA 5, and how much money that's making online for them. I guess it's all about that.
And well, everyone's gotten into the roleplay scene with GTA Online as well,
Yeah.
which is just huge.
Oh, here we go. Here's all our shenanigans with the dynamite.
Yeah, because we even had Janet in here.
Oh. Yeah, I think we got most of the whole team in at some point.
Oh, you all jumped off. Yee-hoo.
I liked the multiplayer of this. It was quite fun, but it was always a bit laggy, I found. Always just, never really feel like you were hitting where you were shooting.
Grab that goat.
Grab the goat was... Oh, no, we made this one up.
Best game mode.
Yeah.
Grab the goat.
True Wild West style.
Dutch's gang.
Oh, the presentation was great.
Hell days.
They improved all this on 2 as well.
Cow lover is your title this then, I think.
I'm a cow lover.
I think it's a more mature game than we used to from Rockstar.
Yeah, I agree. Although it still frustrates me a little bit that I can't have the option of playing as an equally strong female character. And I know it's a bit silly to assume. that you
Rockstar is
always
still
have
so
that option.
funny about that. Like,
Yeah.
just put a woman in your game.
Especially with GTA 5, right? You got 3 different characters now for the first time. Make one of them a woman at least.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
But at least you can play as miscellaneous women in the multiplayer.
That's what I love about BioWare.
Women.
Miss Women.
That's right.
That's what I love about BioWare games, you know, and a lot of Bethesda games as well, where you can just... It doesn't matter. You can play whatever you want.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. You can
live
play
your
whoever
own
you want, you can
person.
romance whoever you want.
They just designed it that way.
Yeah.
Because it still lets everyone do what they want. You know, you can still do this I'm a man in this world experience if you want. But you don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
I think I'm going to give it 10 out of 10 rubber chickens, Hex. It's a must-play game.
Well, Rockstar should be applauded for the coding behind this game. It's possible that the Wild West setting won't appeal to everyone, but, you know, it's so polished that I think it would be hard not to lose yourself in this game for hours and hours. It's 9.5 from me.
Shouldn't have put miscellaneous women in
Yeah,
there.
Miss Women.
Lost half a point.
was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'll never forget like crossing the border into Mexico and
Yeah.
the music that played.
That was an incredible moment, which was
Yeah.
ruined for me because I was capturing it at the time, and I'm like, oh, this is a great moment. I'll load my old checkpoint and do it again so I can capture the song properly.
skipped it.
And it skipped it. I'm just writing the song. I'm not going to get it. So I heard 5 seconds of that song.
Oh no,
It's a
that
save
was so
point issue.
emotional, and it
Yeah.
really felt like a chapter point of like, okay, I've grown in renown and
Yeah.
skill as a cowboy, and now I'm moving on to the next stage of my cowboy career. Great review.
Yeah, that was great. If you'd like to watch more Bajo and Hex looking at our younger selves,
You can find them all over on the ABC Gamer YouTube channel.
watch how much we've aged.